Hello. Greetings, everybody. Good evening to you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Depending on where you're joining us from. Thank you for joining me again tonight. I'm gonna start. So today's not gonna be a very long one. So I'm gonna try and keep it short. Hopefully, I know I keep saying that every time. I keep saying, "Oh, I'm not going to be long," but then 2 hours, 2 hours later, I'm still yapping away. But anyway, we're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna be sharing videos. Please like as you enter. Please hit that like button. Let's keep the ministry going. Welcome to everyone as you enter. Thank you. What am I doing?
Call your doorbell camera company.
The question on everyone's lips right now is what will happen if the Supreme Court fails to disqualify Tinubu or fail to cancel the election? Will there be a military coup in response to that? Or will the people troop out en masse in the streets of many cities in Nigeria to protest the legalization of forgery? Well, let's start with military interventions. Since the 80s, all the military interventions we've had were based on their selfish interest, not national interest. The military men are politicians in uniform. The politicians enable them when they are in power, while the military men support the politicians when they are in power. None of them are loyal to the Nigerian constitution. They are just two sides of the same coin. Take, for instance, when Abacha seized power from Shoneko in the 90s, Abacha quickly consulted with MKO Abiola, the presumed winner of 1993 presidential election. He promised him that he would spend a few months in power and hand over power to him. MKO, believing that Abacha will hand over power to him, gave his followers the free hand to join Abacha and serve as ministers, the likes of Kingibe, Jack Conde, and many others. The most important thing here is that the politicians were not against the military rule because they felt that Abacha will hand over power to Abiola. Yes, to many of the politicians at the time, they were only thinking of what they could get from the system, not upholding the Nigerian constitution, not upholding what is right. So it has always been about their selfish interest, about being a minister, about earning a salary, about being in control, not upholding the national interest. That was why they allowed Abacha. Abacha employed many of them. They only started turning against Abacha when they found out that he had no plan whatsoever to hand power to anybody, not to talk of MK or Abiola. Even at that, many politicians continued working with Abacha. They continued encouraging the military, even after knowing that Abacha wanted to become a civilian president. Remember when the five political parties adopted Abacha as their sole presidential candidate? So the politicians all along have always enabled the military. They've tolerated them. They only turn around to criticize the military when they are not gaining anything. Look at today, all the people that claim to have fought the military in the 90s, where are they today? Why are they not talking? They always enable each other, despite the fact that Nigerians are suffering more today compared to Abacha years. Yes, under Abacha, we had a better economy than we can ever dream to have today. But all these people that call themselves democratic rights activists and human rights activists, they are nowhere to be found. They can't criticize the government. They cannot say anything despite the difficulties Nigerians face today, worse than under military rule. So the military will never save Nigerians because going back in history, they've always made things worse. Under the military, they don't pretend to be what they are not. Just like what we have today, the politicians no longer pretend. They appoint criminals to positions. Yes, look at what happened in Kalu. They appointed people who were once declared wanted by the police as police constables. Is it the military? They openly negotiate with insurgents. This one happened in Kastina State. They openly negotiated with them. You can see them moving around with many equipment. They even call their men on the road to allow them to pass. So what is going on in the country? You can see that the military are only after their interests. They are the same as the politicians. Let's even assume that there are a group of military men who are not happy with what is going on in the country or the direction the country is heading. But the problem is they can't do anything because they don't control anything. The people that control many things in the military are in bed with the politicians. So for that to happen, they will need to first of all fight within the military themselves before they can now get the required support. In summary, military intervention will never be a viable option for Nigerians. Let nobody encourage it because they always make things worse. In the absence of military intervention, what next? What will happen? What option do Nigerians have? Well, the next option is for people to show their grievances, show the powers that be that they do not like the direction the country is heading, that they are tired of suffering. Will that happen? It doesn't look likely because Nigerians don't believe in Nigeria anymore. They simply think it's not worth fighting for. This is the first reason why people are not on the streets. They feel their effort will never count, that they will never achieve anything. They are also afraid of being maimed by the police or army that they will send to quell the protests. So all these culminate in why people are not happy with the situation. They seem spellbound. They can't even protest or talk about it in public. They are afraid. Their main preoccupation seems to be how they will get their next meal. Nigerians who can afford to travel to other countries are emigrating en masse with their families. So, who will save Nigeria if everyone is not interested in saving Nigeria? The truth is, many people still continue to see ways to keep going. When they reach a point when there will be no way to go again and continue existing, then something might give. And that time might come sooner than we think because of the consequences of the Supreme Court upholding the judgment of the appeal court wholesale. Yes, it will nearly destroy our society because laws will no longer apply. Politicians will act with utmost impunity going forward. What will happen in Nigeria going forward can only be imagined. Now, let's talk about what will happen if the Supreme Court upholds the law. Despite the loss of confidence in the Supreme Court and the judiciary, we will still keep hoping that they will do the right thing until they prove us wrong. As you already know, there are many grounds to disqualify Tinubu. There is the certificate forgery case. There is the forfeiture of $460,000 being narcotics proceeds to the US government. There is the invalid nomination. There is the dual nationality he didn't declare while filing his particulars with INEC, which is perjury. He lied under oath. So if the Supreme Court disqualifies him on any of the grounds, that means he's out of the way, including Shetima, because it's a two-man race. After disqualifying Tinubu, will the Supreme Court go ahead and declare Atiku Abubakar the winner because he came second? Well, it depends. If they go as far as disqualifying Tinubu, that means they must spend time to look at other issues that the petitioners raised in their petition because Tinubu did not win the election in the first place. We're not even talking about 25% in Abuja, which he did not score. And if the Supreme Court reaches this far and determines that 25% is required, then Atiku will not qualify to be declared winner because he did not score 25% of the total votes cast in the FCT, which leads us to the third person, Peter Obi. According to INEC, he came third, so Atiku scored more votes than him. Before someone that came third or had less votes than a second person will be declared winner, it means they will need to prove that Peter Obi scored more votes than Atiku, which will lead to their looking at the evidence, all the polling unit results they submitted. The Supreme Court justices will need to go through them to determine the person that scored the highest votes. In the process of doing this, they might determine that the evidence is not enough, that INEC did not comply with the existing laws, the electoral law, the Nigerian constitution, in the conduct of the presidential election, which might ultimately lead to the cancellation of the presidential election because the non-compliance by INEC with the electoral laws substantially affected the outcome of the presidential election. If they reach this conclusion, that means all the other parties except the APC will prepare to contest in a fresh presidential election. Now, who will conduct the new presidential election? Is it Mahmoud Yakubu? Definitely not. The 17 political parties will approach the court to order his sack because he can no longer be trusted to conduct a free and fair election. They might also approach whoever is in charge because immediately the Supreme Court disqualifies Tinubu, he will leave office. The Senate president will become the acting president. The political parties might approach him to sack the INEC chairman and appoint a neutral person who will oversee the conduct of the new presidential election. Yes, that's how it goes. We hope that all these will answer your questions. We see a lot of people asking many questions in the comment section. This is how it's supposed to happen if they do the right thing or they refuse to do the right thing. Thanks for watching.
Well, for me, I'm not waiting. We already know Supreme Court is not going to do anything. Anyway, they're not going to do. Those ones they've been bought over. Oh, by the way, did you guys hear about Samani? They say the man dey wheelchair, whether I get prostate cancer. One thing they do and sha. That's the summary of it. I think the article is somewhere on Twitter. You can find it and read it. It's so yeah, basically he's not able to walk. So the guy get problems with Ebola. So apparently they said Wike tried to visit him. Whether he angry, he actually said that that they are the reason that Wike did not. I think did not refuse to see him or something like that. Like he chased Wike out of his house, that they are the reason why he's suffering what he's suffering. I laugh in Chinese. Meanwhile, in other news, na hear say the principality that's occupying the highest office erroneously, Amoda Yekini Sangodele aka Bola A Tinubu aka Adekunle, he filed a motion in court to block the FBI, CIA, IRS, DEA from releasing his 2,500-page criminal dossier as October ending deadline looms, because I think they're supposed to be releasing the 2,500-page sometime this month. Okay, so the court filings that was seen by the People's Gazette, right? It showed that Shongodele, aka Tinubu's lawyers in the US, they have filed motions to appear in an ongoing Freedom of Information action brought against the US agencies, where records that may help answer questions about you know who, his identity, and decades long endeavors are domiciled. Okay, so that's what is currently at play here. Basically, he can't do anything about it. He can't stop them from releasing it. He's only trying to delay it, because the Supreme Court is going to give their own delivery. So he's trying to delay it before, so that the Supreme Court can deliver their judgments without it. So we'll see how that plays out. We are all here watching and seeing how it's all going to play out. It's getting funnier and funnier by the day. Honestly, I don't know what we are still waiting for as Nigerians. I don't know what the people back home are still waiting for. I don't understand. Meanwhile, the Labour Party ministers and so-called senators or whatever that we voted in, I don't hear any of them talking about the situation in the country. I don't hear them yelling on the floor of the house saying, no, we reject new cars, we reject monies in our emails. The people are suffering. We cannot stand the suffering. The people have to be. I know they hear them. Oh. I mean, these people clearly they just came in, right, on the goodwill of Peter Obi. Look at them now, they are all silent. How many of them you dey hear now with everything wey dey happen for Nigeria? Dollar dey rise every day, you don't hear anything. The palliative, when they claim say there was a time they were supposed to share 5,000 palliative, that one enter voicemail, including the foodstuffs wey dem dey share, when dem dey give people two spoons for community. Hey God, all of them quiet. So I mean dey wonder, then dem not be the same senate dem dey when dem wan give, abi na house of rep dem wan give, buy cars of how much give, all of them just quiet. The LP, Labour Party people are not saying anything about it. They are not dragging them like nama meat. No, the Labour Party senators and the representatives and whatever they are called, All of them are silently eating from this evil of corruption. Because of course, you wan enter car, you want to enter new car, you want to, God, Nigeria is a crime scene. I cannot honestly, as one thing dey reach ground, another one dey come up. All these people when they vote in, nobody, where dem dey? All of a sudden they are all quiet. Where are they? I'm curious, where are they? When they were all begging for people to come and vote for them, vote LP, they were very excited, they felt privileged to be riding on the back of Peter Obi. We no dey hear their voice. We're not hearing from them. Eh? We're not hearing from them. I mean, it's crazy. I dey wait for Nigerians, so honestly, because this cannot go on. Oh, by the way, guys, there is a match that's going to be coming up in Canada. So if you happen to find yourself in Canada, oh, by the way, Kene is in Canada now. Kene, oh, in case you are hearing me, my village brother, Biko, protest dey come, match dey come that side. Abeg make una show. I'm going to be posting the dates. They haven't come up with dates yet, so I'm going to be posting it. Meanwhile, there are people in the UK that have been protesting. I mean, it's so good to see that. Let me show you guys the video. I think it's beautiful. To be honest with you, I'm happy with what they're doing. Okay, let me bring it here. So some people in London have been protesting. They've been protesting the BBC though, and the fake news that they were going around with.
Outside the BBC building to make people aware of the fact that BBC publishes fake news. They wrote an article in which they claimed that the president of Nigeria did not submit a forged certificate to INEC, which is the Nigerian election body. There is evidence that shows that the BBC lied. The certificate was a forgery, and there is evidence. But even though we've complained about it, the BBC ignored our complaints. We cannot continue to pay our TV license to a holders institution that can't tell the people the truth.
Could have done was to investigate independently.
If you acknowledge or deal with our complaints appropriately. Stop being a propaganda machine. You know that the certificate Tinubu presented was forged. So please correct or retract your story, or else you'll be deemed for forgery. Accept our TV license and promote live.
But even on complaint, they are refusing to retract it. The BBC has become a propaganda machine. They can't continue to use our taxpayers' money to write out fake news. It is unacceptable. We will not accept it. BBC, you need to deal with our complaints properly. Instead of fobbing us off with a generic email that does not address the subject of our complaints.
Evidence showed that the Nigerian president, Bola Tinubu, forged his Chicago State University certificate. And we expect the BBC to be bold enough to speak the truth and tell the world that a certificate forger is the president of Nigeria and not to publish propaganda. They are scared to tell the world the truth that the Nigerian president is a certificate forger. He forged his Chicago State University certificate. You cannot claim to graduate from a school in 1970 when the school was established in 1974. You must be bold enough to tell the world the truth. The Nigerian president is a certificate forger. Say it as it is.
BBC, speak the truth. Retract that article.
BBC, retract your story, retract your lies, and tell the truth. You cannot use my money to propagate lies. BBC, as it stands, is a propaganda machine used to spread lies in Nigeria and across Africa. Stand for the truth, not propaganda.
Stand for the truth.
No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda. Stand for the truth. No propaganda.
I like the fact that people are taking it upon themselves. Look at this. They're not many, I would wish that there were many, but they're not, right? But they're making their voices heard. This is what we should be doing. This is what should be happening all over the world and even in Nigeria, particularly Nigeria. This is what should be happening. Because we're in a like this one fold hands, they look. These people, they mean business. I mean, are not here. They collected how much? Trillions of naira to share to people, claiming poor people. Una know say half of that money no go reach the poor people. It's ludicrous what's going on. Everybody's just folding their hands and watching this man literally loot away people's future. It's almost like he forced himself into come and loot money. Come on. We go your phone hand they look the man make he loot the entire thing. The country is already gone. It's already gone, man. Eh? It's amazing, oh, how much Nigerians take. It really is amazing. How much as a people we just keep taking and taking and taking and taking. It doesn't make any sense. It's not normal. No, they take suffering like that. It's not normal. Eh? It's not normal. In most sane crimes, you can't get away with half of these things that they're doing. You cannot. You can't. Anyway, let me share a video here. Let me see. Where is this? I think there was a video where, yeah, this is it. This is the one I want to play.
It's a shame so
with all the suffering that is in Nigeria, members of the National Assembly, we dare to be buying cars for themselves.
So
100 and something million naira cars. No, they fear.
for where?
If it's your private money, will you use it to buy car?
For where?
Will you use 100 and something million naira to buy cars? There are people that can do it too. They have, there's a kind of money that you have, that no matter what, no problem, that one is nothing to you. But you, will you use your own personal money to do that?
Hard-earned money.
The taxpayers' money. People are suffering.
Hey.
Meanwhile, the people that are suffering will not sit down there. They'll be calling other people, sending messages to people. Oh, I am hungry. Your maker is using your money to buy car for himself. You are sending message to other people that you are hungry, you are this, you are that, because no, it is other people that you want to kill with problems. When you talk, they will not be telling that, those people are not accessible. So it is the people that are accessible that you want to kill. Until Nigerians realize that it is their money that is being used by these people and go after them. And those Labour Party members of the National Assembly, what the heck is wrong with you people? Were you voted there to be the same as the other people? If you were going there to go and do same old, then why do you think anybody would have bothered to take the time out to be doing everything to make that difference and vote you in? You go in there, you are small, you can't do anything. What is it that you've been saying on this whole issue? Where is the stand? Where is the difference? By now, opposition party should put itself out there. Labour Party members should be out there saying this is what Nigerians voted them to go and do. This is what they're supposed to do. But you sit down there, it's to collect money, it's to buy cars, it's to do all sorts of nonsense. 100 and something million naira, you go and take body enter the car. Oh, share. Big boys and big girls now don't arrive now at people's sweat with all the suffering that is going on in Nigeria. So I can't even I shall not blame you. Now citizens where they allow now they do any and they blame pass. They can't they see now they do dobale for now they do rankadede for now. Now make una they behave anyhow. You can't behave anyhow. You're not even looking at the country where the nation is. We're borrowing more money, so we're buying cars for people. That's they are not saying that the car does not belong. If it doesn't belong, then where is the last one that was used? Where were the last ones that were left? A car, you can use a car for 10, 20 years, more 30 years, master. If you maintain that car very well, the car will still be there. The car my husband bought for me, and it was even Tokumbo, when I was pregnant with our second child. That was in 2001. The car is still there. I finished using the car. He gave it to a sibling of his. It's still there, used, well maintained. That's like how many years? I have had that. We bought that last like 20-something years. To compare to when the car was first made. Toyota First Lady. Meanwhile, we have manufacturers of cars in this country. You don't use them. You as a government official, you go and import these foreign cars. Yeah, you will export jobs and import unemployment. After every 4 years, you now come and be going around and be begging people to vote you back into office for you to go and continue the nonsense that you've been doing all before. This is a new Nigeria. If you think that you were especially to those Labour Party members, if you think you were voted there for you to go and continue the nonsense that has been happening there, you go shock una like anything. By the time, don't worry. For now, I record the hard. Share record the hard now because of the way they say 50% of the register. One day that law will change. Don't worry. It is when you are looking for 4 years, no, they say now like tomorrow. For anybody we go there alive, now like tomorrow, you go just say don't reach that time. If there's life now like tomorrow, you go just reach that time. Now come again, they go look for vote. Then you now say that the 100 and something million naira vehicle where you sit down, you carry out for your head.
Hello, this is
Honestly, I dey tell now. I don't understand. These Labour Party people, when they vote, when they look for people vote, that they go up and down, they shine teeth when not white. They shine, they smile, they talk with the energy. Small, make people say yes, they get action for body. Where the action now, nothing to show for it. So it is clear. All they wanted to do was just ride on the back of Peter Obi to enter the so that they themselves go collect. They send them something for email, we not hear. They keep quiet, they chop and they clean mouth. They don't buy cars now, give them, they don't collect. Wetin do true? Aisha ask very good question. Wetin do the old car? Wetin do the former car? I never see country wey like waste like Nigeria. Every new government go come with im own idea. Meanwhile, we get car manufacturers for the God. You know when they say, show me an example of lack of love for self na Nigeria. You have people, indigenous people that are making cars. You no fit go meet them, buy the car for this one, you go patronize them so that the money go circulate for your car. God. We like things outside of ourselves, no value. Now you go make governor aspirant go come out, he go talk say he go invite westerners when they come invest for your land because you want thief money. Eh? You are so, I mean, I don't understand. We have nod, we have innocent. You not buy car for them. Must you even buy cars every time? All the cars that those other people use, where is it? Then they carry the car go heaven. I don't understand. I've never seen the level of gluttony and evil. They chop, they no dey belle full. That is dark. Where you wan chop am put, you go chop for back, chop for front, chop for your children, chop for your great grandchildren. Everybody else can scramble, you don't care. You see this habit, omo, e don tey wen e dey inside, e don tey wen e dey with people for Nigeria, I no go lie. E don tey. This attitude of abeg make I chop everything, make e no remain for anybody, e don dey their body for long time. It's just a long time coming. They just kept getting bolder and bolder because nobody says anything. They still, oh, nobody will say anything. Look at how they are taking away people's properties. Nobody is talking. Now, they could be right in what they are doing, but the manner at which they do it, is there compensation for the people you are taking their land? Is there compensation for them? You know, some of the things that they do in Nigeria is out of ignorance. People will buy land, they don't check it, whether na on top of water e dey o, dem no go check am. Okay, you take am. Is there any type of compensation? You will just take joy in rendering people homeless in their own country. In Nigeria, we get IDP camps. I can still can't get over that. In your homeland, in your country, in your father's land, you are like a stranger. God forbid. God forbid. I dey wait for Nigerians so. I dey wait for the reaction because omo, when I think about all these things wey dey happen, sometimes I go dey wonder say, hey, how much can a people take? How much more can a people take? Meanwhile, Senate get their own drama. Me, I want the drama in the Senate. I want them to drag each other like pomo. That's what I want. The slapping senator, meanwhile, I don't even know who even gave him the position. That man not to even, he not even supposed to be made guard. They slap person. He not supposed to be made guard. Eh? They should be dragging each other. Me, I want them to be all out fights where they are tearing each other's agbada. That's what I want to see. Because they don't deserve, there's no decorum, nothing. They're like thieves. I look at that, the Senate or the senators, they are ministers, they are like thieves, armed robbers. That's all I see. All of them. Glutton. See as they fat for neck, fat for face, fat for eye. Eyelid sef dey fat. Hey, I never see that kind thing. They go fat. They no even dey think about, okay, even if they are stealing this money and eating it, they no dey remember to think about their health. They can't because of the greed. They go fat full everywhere. Ah, no, Nigeria. I'm just na Nigerians, well, na Nigerians nowadays, na dem, na dem. You see that people just dey do you any, God. And the same people go come out, they go dey do rankadede to these thieves, to these gluttons, when they fat everywhere, their nails sef fat because of too much eating. Eh? It's crazy. Can you continue like this? Meanwhile, people no dey fit see food chop. See schools, see the videos that are circulating. Schools, Obaseki, well done. Oh, they say you are really working in Edo State. We see your hand. Look at the school, the state you say you are governor. See the schools where children dey grow, dey go into real long. What kind of evil people are these? Nigeria has just bred evil leaders. Evil, evil. They no dey think about their own. Look, see school when children dey go. How children wan take pass for that kind school? How dem wan take think? How dem wan take dey creative? Eh? It's sad, I no go lie. Kene welcome o. The only drama I want to see 70% salary deduction. Omo, that's not going to happen o. Under this administration, forget that one. That one na tall dream. It's not going to happen. Oh, somewhere I was reading that they put out a statement saying that, I don't forget the man name, when he say Agbado say any minister 6 months when e no dey work dem, he go drive them. Abi how e take talk am again? I just dey laugh. say e never comot himself, e wan drive people when all of them be criminals together. How e wan take drive them? How? People that all of you were all the same, na the same una be. Na the same house, na the same pot all of una dey eat from. You want to drive them? Na weekend you wan come drive, na abi who? Oh my God, Nigeria, eh? Well, my people, just Kene, there's a match coming to your side. I don't know if you are aware, but I will share the date if I find it. I'm sure you too, you see it as well. Abeg, mo na me spread the word o. Abeg, anybody wey fit do any type of protest is welcome, omo, because I don't know. This we just things need to change in that country. We can't continue like this. We can't continue. It's not normal. No normal human being go take wetin dey happen for Nigeria. They don beat the people to the ground. It's Ottawa. Oh, is it far from you, Kene? I know Canada is another huge place too. Is it far from you? Anybody who is in Ottawa, biko make una show up o. Ottawa people, Ottawa Canadians, raise your hand up. Abeg make una show up and be counted o when that time comes. You know, we can't, whatever we can do, whatever we need to do in our own way, in our own capacity, make we do am, because omo, we no fit continue like that for this country. Eh? We no fit. It's not normal. Hey God. You know, you people wey dey pity for past, the children wey dem dey born, children wey dey grow in this mess, now dey pity for. Because the kind of unlearning when they go need to unlearn, no be here o. The moral value zero, religiosity zero, spirituality zero, everything is zero in that country. Do you know what that means, people? It's gonna take decades. Some people may never even be able to come out of it. Eh? Ha! Hey! Wow. And then, some places I've heard, oh, some people are saying, oh, that Peter Obi should come out and, riot. I say, I'm gonna leave Peter Obi. Why be saying that they quick to call Peter Obi? Peter Obi should do this, Peter Obi. Wetin una dey do? That be the question. Is Peter Obi the only Nigerian in Nigeria? Abi una no know wetin? All the people, see that young boy wey dem present like Chike Ibezim, till today never release the boy. Yeah, don't you find that suspicious? Only a side of the country na dem dey quick throw enter jail. Peter Obi, when we dey manage, when we dey protect like dis thing, na you wan make e come lead wetin? E never try for una. Person wey go round the world because of una. I never see, even man love sef no dey be like that for woman. You no dey see man wey dey pursue woman like that, wey go go all over the world because of love. Una wan make e come out again, put im life out there. No, abi una no understand say that man dey very, it's a dicey place, dem dey look for any mistake from that man. Do you know what it means to live, to be walking on eggshells among these demonic people? Any mistake from that man, are you people going to come out and ensure that he's protected, that Peter Obi is protected? Nnamdi Kanu dey prison. Me no know the man like that, but I watched some of his videos. The man was making a lot of sense. Was he perfect? I'm sure he was not. But till today, what did the man do? Igboho, that was part of this whole Yoruba nation, they released Igboho. They never released Nnamdi Kanu. You don't find that suspicious? Una wan come carry Peter Obi, God forbid, me I no even mention the man name. Una leave am. Everybody get part to play. You do your own, play your part, look yourself in the mirror. It's not only to be saying Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter. What are you doing? You that you are saying Peter Obi should do this, should do that. Wetin you dey do? Wetin you dey do? That's the question. What are you doing? You should leave the man alone. Has he not tried? He never show na. Only he never even do anything o. Only just run campaign, just talk. Everywhere don scatter. Everywhere till today we still dey pick up the pieces. We dey know things wey we no ever know since dem born us. We are finding out things that we didn't know was happening in the country. You have now even come to know history. Some history wey you no know, wey dem no even teach you. you don come know am, you shouldn't you say thank you to him for exposing this level of demonic activity? Eh? Half of the things that you've come to know today, would you have known? You people should leave Peter Obi alone. The people that you should be focusing on is Labour Party. Labour Party leadership and the rest, Barrister Bure and the rest of them. What are they doing? Are they not supposed to be the active opposition? Thank God for obedient and well-meaning Nigerians. I mean, where would we have been? Not only us dey talk, even the mainstream media, they no dey talk, they no dey talk true, they don gag all of their throat, they don put nylon bag inside their mouth, they no fit talk. Eh? It's crazy. Atlantic, where are you? Lead the protest. It's easy for you to be pointing, let those, let those. You lead, make we see. Share video to us. Everybody is involved. This work is not for one person. Everybody should be doing something. It's not you people. Yeah, those here. You carrying this thing, placard. I just played the video now. Only 4 people na dey there. They tell BBC say na fake news they carry. You sef carry placard come out. Make we sef see you. Start the protest wherever you are living. Come out, start the protest there. You say, oh, he came out, one person. That's determination. And you don't need people. Even if no people come with you, come out alone. Put paper out. Do it. Everybody has a part to play. Eh? One person can. That's not true. This woman, Bolale, that went to Madam Bolale, that went to the UK. The first day she was first 2 days, it was only her. Only her. So please stop making excuse. You start. When you start, everybody will follow. Nigerians are very good at pushing the work forward, pushing the work forward. Do your own. Everybody get role to play. All of us for here, everybody get role. I dey chat every day. E no hungry me to come out today, but I have to. So do yours. You be the unity. You be the unifying one. Come out with flag. Carry placard, come out. Let's see. Okay, only one man standing alone. The flag boy in Nigeria, as difficult as Nigeria is, flag boy, only him. One person, only him, moving from one place to the other with flag. Only him. You know they wait for anybody. So there's no excuse, my brother. Do it too. Everybody get role to play. You sef do your own, make we see am. Abeg, stop waiting for people to come and do it. The UK now, they are calling for people, come out, come out. Please, the people should like the video. Me, I will soon end anyway, because the like is very, very soft. It's poor. Very, very poor. Nigeria is the only country, that's the only landmass we have. We nobody. South Africans not like us. You go society. I saw a video of a South African boy was saying Nigerians should go back. Nigerian South Africa, go back and fix your country. Go back. You say we don't like you, South Africa. Okay, go back. Everywhere. Is that something that is good? Everywhere. I beg you, make everybody do their own. It doesn't matter, any just carry come out, placard, anything. If you na even your front door, you fit put am for there, make people dey see. Everybody just quiet. Everybody suppose to dey do their own. So one person dey come out every day, will come out, will shout, nothing. I mean, it's ridiculous. How can the people dey just dey suppress people, nobody dey talk anything. Everybody just dey keep quiet. They just dey do wetin they like. They uproot, they take everything wey dey inside the house, the furniture, the stove, the refrigerator, the light, everything, chanda, everything. They just dey pack am for front of the owner of the house. Nobody dey talk anything. No imagine. Oh, by the way, did you guys see the video of Governor Oti and that Hungarian prime minister? I'm so impressed. You see the video where he was showing him shoe? I'm thinking they are discussing shoe manufacturing. My God, you see, I see the sweet when I see that picture. No lie. I was just smiling to myself. I'm like, wow. Hey, This is awesome to see. They were talking, they were negotiating. I hope they signed good contracts that will be beneficial for both parties. I like to see it. I'm here for it. See the shoe, that shoe that they were showing was very nice. Oh. If it's made in Aba, omo, that na correct shoe. Oh. Hey God, that na correct shoe, man. Correct shoe. Oh. You know. Governor Oti, kudos to you. Abeg keep keeping on o. We dey your back o. We are watching you. If we have two, three more, four governors like that, our lives go dey better. At least all of us will now say we want to move to Abia. Everybody will spread their wings. Meanwhile, the guy coming up in Bayelsa State, I don't know his name. I forget his name now. I mean, Kenneth, thank you for saying that. Do you understand? Like, it's not about the party, it's about the candidate and what they can do. I agree with you on that one because most of the LP people that we thought, look at them, they are not even saying anything. They're not doing everybody quiet, everybody just hush hush. God. Mm. What a mess, you know. But anyway, let me share my link. If anybody has anything to say, oh, they should come and say. Me, I want come up for here because the likes are very poor. I don't understand what's going on. Whether na YouTube dey hold the like now, I no come know. I know dey see the likes are very very poor. Not impressive. So that's it oh my people. That's all I've got for you guys. Let's keep pushing oh, please. Let nobody wait for nobody. If you want to go and protest, go out there, protest. People go see you, they will join. In fact, for here, even if they no come for your side, they go ask you, ah, what is this about? You tell them, they go join you. Na so e be. Unity starts with one person, so you don't need a crowd of people. Show up, and then the crowd will come. Na so e be. Nigeria now, the way EndSARS take start, na small 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 e take become crowd. If we can get it like that, such that my own thing is that if there's going to be a protest, it has to be all over Nigeria. It can't be just one place. That's the only thing, you know. But anyway, guys, it's been real. Nobody's coming into the studio. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you. Please be kind enough to like on your way out because you guys are not liking. I don't know what happened this evening. I shall see you guys on my next one. Please remember Nigeria in your prayers, or whatever you pray to. Please, we need the prayers, and we need to keep talking about it and engaging with it. Okay. So thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys on my next one. Have a great rest of the evening. Bye.